What's up, YouTube? It's just Big Unks, BIGUSCS coming at you with a movie review. I just went and saw the movie Sleight. It's kind of a low, but it describes itself as a low-budget superhero film, sort of. It's a story of a young man whose parents pass away, and instead of being able to follow his dreams and go to college, he has to raise his little sister. And he's a street magician. And he, what's the term they use? He commits some slightly illegal things in the evenings to help keep a roof over his and his little sister's head. And then he falls in and gets too deep, and his little sister gets kidnapped, and he's got to figure out a way to save her using his special ability and his big brain. The only real known actor that I knew from the cast was Dule Hill. You might remember him from The West Wing. He was like the president's assistant. Or Psych, where it was him and I always think of the guy from anyways, it was and he was also in Ballers. He plays the main protagonist. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was a little over the top, but it's described as a fantasy thriller. So, but it was pretty interesting. It had a really good story. I actually liked all of the cast, which is very rare. I think everybody played their role and played their role well. I don't know any of the there was the main cast group was Dule Hill as the main protagonist, and then there was I believe his name was Jacob. He was the star, and then his little sister and his girlfriend and their neighbor, and that's like your main group. And Dule Hill had two little bodyguard type guys that hung out with him. Well, not little, but there was a club owner played by a comedian, I think. What's her name? I can't remember. But it was actually pretty good. I was actually pleasantly surprised. It's just kind of short movie. It's only like 90 minutes, but yeah, the relationship between the star and his girlfriend kind of forms really quick, but there's backstory in it, and there's baggage and history type stuff. But other than that, the movie, to me, I mean, it flowed pretty smooth. There was a couple what's the word I'm looking for? Dialogue, questionable statements. At one point, without ruining for anybody, Dule Hill's playing this like big gangster type guy, says something, and it was so out of character, it seemed, that I actually repeated it. And when I repeated it, some of the people around me actually laughed because they realized that this big tough gangster guy probably wouldn't have just said that. So, but I mean, I think it was really good. It was good. It was quick. It was filmed in a small area. I mean, it's not like Fast and the Furious or Fate of the Furious, where that covers the whole world. This whole movie stays within like downtown LA to like North Hollywood, but if you're not from Southern California, you don't really know what that is. But it stays in this fairly small geographical area. I would say it's definitely worth a watch. I would put this on a Netflix movie. Going to the theater, yeah, I mean, there's nothing big or huge in this movie that is going to be diminished by watching it at your home. But it's definitely worth a watch. I'm going to rate this on a aggregated scale. I'm going to give it like a B+. And only the reason I aggravate is because it's a small film. It even said in its budget, it says it's a low budget, superhero type thing, and so you have low expectations. So when it does really well, so yeah, Sleight came out. It came out today, Friday, April 28th. Friday, April 28th. So check it out. It's definitely worth a view. Alright. Go sit quietly in the dark.